The Sumerians, regarded as one of the first known civilizations, flourished in Mesopotamia around 3000 BCE. They are most famous for creating cuneiform, the first written language, which they used to record everything from trade to laws. But what's even more captivating is their belief in a complex pantheon of gods who were not just powerful beings, but also deeply intertwined with human life and nature. Was their understanding of these gods simply a way to explain the forces of nature? As we explore Sumerian myths, like the Epic of Gilgamesh, we see how their gods were both benevolent and vengeful, creating a world where humanity had to constantly appease the divine. The pyramids of Egypt are undeniably one of the most awe-inspiring and enduring symbols of ancient civilization. While they stand as a testament to Egypt's architectural prowess, the methods behind their construction continue to puzzle historians and archaeologists. How did the Egyptians, with limited technology, manage to build such colossal monuments? Some suggest that the alignment of the pyramids with the stars was no coincidence. Could they have been built as astronomical markers? Hidden chambers inside the Great Pyramid may hold undiscovered secrets about the spiritual and architectural knowledge of the time. Moreover, belief that the pyramids were built to house the pharaohs in the afterlife suggests a connection to both religious devotion and an understanding of cosmic forces. The legend of Atlantis, first introduced by Plato, has fascinated scholars, writers, and explorers for centuries. Atlantis was described as a powerful and advanced civilization that eventually sank into the ocean in a single day and night of catastrophe. Despite no concrete evidence of its existence, there are countless theories about where Atlantis might have been and what its people could have accomplished. From the Mediterranean to the Caribbean, many have speculated about its location. Could there be a kernel of truth hidden in the myths? And if Atlantis did exist, what advanced technologies or knowledge did it possess that vanished along with it? The Maya civilization, which thrived in Mesoamerica from 2000 BCE to 1500 CE, is known for its exceptional understanding of astronomy and timekeeping. The Maya calendar, often linked with apocalyptic predictions, started in 3114 BCE and famously ended in 2012, which led to widespread panic about the world's end. However, their true purpose was likely more about marking cycles of time and celestial events. The Mayas' advanced knowledge of the stars, planets, and eclipses allowed them to create intricate calendars that were far more accurate than those used in other ancient civilizations. What drove their obsession with time, and why did they align their cities and pyramids with the stars? The Harappan civilization, which flourished in the Indus Valley around 2500 BCE, is known for its advanced urban planning and water management systems. The cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro had intricate sewer systems, wells, and public baths, showcasing their unparalleled engineering skills. However, despite their technological achievements, the Harappan script remains undeciphered, and the reasons for their sudden collapse around 1900 BCE remain a mystery. Could their sudden fall have been caused by climate change, or perhaps other unknown factors? And what can we learn from their sustainable practices that might apply to today's world? Ancient Greece is often regarded as the birthplace of Western philosophy, science, and democracy. The Greeks sought to explain the world through reason and logic, producing monumental figures such as Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. But they also believed in a pantheon of gods, each embodying different aspects of human nature and natural forces. Was the Greek pantheon a reflection of their desire to understand the world through myth, or were these gods manifestations of deeper truths? The Greeks were not only concerned with reason, but also with the metaphysical mysteries of existence, as seen in the works of philosophers like Pythagoras, who believed that numbers could explain the very nature of the universe. The Inca Empire, with its capital in Cusco, dominated much of South America before the Spanish conquest. They left behind remarkable structures like Machu Picchu, perched high in the Andes Mountains. The Incas were advanced in agriculture agriculture, engineering, and astronomy, but the real mystery lies in why they built such an impressive city so far from the main Incan capital and at such a high elevation. Was Machu Picchu a religious site, a royal retreat, or a military stronghold? And what secrets lie hidden in their sacred cities and temples? The Persian Empire, one of the largest and most influential in history, introduced Zoroastrianism, one of the world's first monotheistic religions. Zoroastrianism had a profound impact on later religions, including Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Its emphasis on the duality of good versus evil and the role of fire as a symbol of purity shaped Persian culture and even the empire's royal practices. What role did Zoroastrian beliefs play in the governance of the Persian Empire, and how did they influence the surrounding regions? The Roman Empire was one of the most powerful and influential empires in history, stretching from the British Isles all the way to the Middle East. Its innovations in law, government, engineering, and architecture laid the foundation for much of modern Western civilization. But despite its strength, the empire ultimately fell. Theories abound about why the Roman Empire collapsed so suddenly. Economic difficulties, political instability, invasions, and internal strife. But what really brought it down? Was it a slow decay, or did something more profound happen? One thing is certain: the grandeur of Roman culture, from the gladiatorial games to monumental buildings like the Colosseum, continues to shape our modern world. And the legacy of Rome, whether in law, art, or architecture, is still very much alive today. The Great Wall of China, stretching over 13,000 miles, is one of the most impressive and iconic structures ever built by human hands. While it's commonly believed that the wall was built solely for defense against invading forces, there are other theories about its true purpose. Some suggest that the wall also had a symbolic significance, representing the boundary between the known and the unknown, or even the boundary between different worlds. The Great Wall wasn't just a military fortification, it was an embodiment of China's strength, determination, and desire to protect its cultural identity. Could there have been other, deeper spiritual meanings to this monumental structure? The Etruscans, a powerful civilization in Italy before the rise of Rome, heavily influenced Roman culture. They were known for their advanced art, architecture, and religious practices. However, much of their language and written records remain undeciphered. The Etruscans left behind magnificent tombs, intricate jewelry, and stunning frescoes that have provided glimpses into their world. But the exact reasons for their decline around the 4th century BCE remain a mystery. Did the Romans absorb the Etruscans, or was their downfall the result of invasions and internal collapse? And how much of their knowledge did the Romans inherit and adapt? The Olmecs, often regarded as the mother culture of Mesoamerica, are famous for their colossal stone heads, which weigh several tons and stand up to 10 feet tall. But what do these statues mean, and who were the Olmec gods they worshipped? Little is known about the Olmecs, as much of their writing remains undeciphered, but their influence on later Mesoamerican cultures is undeniable. Their religious beliefs, depicted in elaborate carvings and monuments, hint at a complex society that valued the natural world and celestial events. Were the Olmecs a precursor to the Maya, Aztec, and other ancient civilizations, or did their society collapse for unknown reasons? The Nazca lines, a series of enormous geoglyphs etched into the desert floor in Peru, have puzzled scientists for decades. These giant drawings, some of animals, others geometric shapes, can only be fully appreciated from the air. But why were they created? Some theories suggest that they were astronomical markers, guiding the ancient Nazca people in their understanding of the stars. Others propose that they had religious or ceremonial significance. The true purpose of the Nazca lines remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the ancient world. Babylon, one of the most influential cities in ancient Mesopotamia, was a hub of science, culture, and religion. The Babylonians were pioneers in astronomy, developing a complex system to track celestial bodies and predict astronomical events. Their ziggurats, Monumental step pyramids were not just temples to their gods, but also observatories where priests studied the stars. The connection between Babylonian religion, their advanced understanding of the heavens, and their remarkable architecture continues to captivate historians. What ancient knowledge of the cosmos did they possess, and how much of it has been lost over time? Ancient Japan's spiritual practices were deeply connected to nature, with Shintoism playing a central role in shaping their worldview. Shinto emphasizes the belief in kami, or spirits, residing in natural objects like trees, mountains, and rivers. This deep connection to the natural world shaped everything from their rituals to their art. But did this spiritual practice go beyond just philosophy? The ancient Japanese believed that the natural world had a soul, and their myths and legends were centered around the forces of nature. What deeper spiritual mysteries did the Japanese hold, and how did these beliefs guide their daily lives and artistic expressions?